A very good evening and thank you so much for joining us tonight on BeeTv Major News at 6. Reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital, Nigeria. My name is Oluwatoyin Oyedola. Now, the former governor of Edo State, Senator Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, recently made a visit to President Bola Tinubu's residence in Lagos. The visit, according to Oshiomhole, was to pay Salah homage to the president, express respect, and discuss some of the positive developments underway in the country. BeeTv News Best Orator has the details.
During his visit to President Bola Tinubu GCFR at his Lagos State residence, the senator representing Edo North Senatorial District and former governor of Edo State, Senator Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, highlighted his renewed hope in Nigeria's economic prospects, particularly praising the central bank's effective management strategies that have led to the naira appreciating and finding its level against the dollar. He cited foreign media reports naming the naira as potentially the best performing currency of 2024, a remarkable turnaround given its previous trajectory. Discussing the state of the economy, Senator Oshiomhole expressed optimism that despite current high prices, the situation is improving. He underscored the importance of economic stability and the ongoing efforts to improve earnings and alleviate the public's financial strains.
In Nigeria history, once the naira goes down, it never bounces back again. And so a lot of Nigerians, who were into speculation, will buy dollars to keep because they believe that once it crossed 2,000, it's already in Zimbabwe. We go to 3,000 and 4,000. Now it's back to 1,100, and even the CBN selling for 10,000. So for me, those are the kind of things that excite me. And it's good for leaders to know what is going on outside, because they can get official briefing, but we are on the street. I come from the village, so I know the settlement in the village. Although prices are not crashing as fast as they should do, but that is because people will say, oh, we bought stocks when the naira went to 2,000. But with time, many are already suffering huge losses, particularly those who speculate on currency. And for me, once the economy is right and we achieve price stability, or let me say relative stability, because price will never going to be completely stable over a period. And there is a negotiation going on to improve earnings.
On the upcoming elections in Edo State, Senator Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, nicknamed Oshobaba and the People's Comrade, conveyed his confidence in the All Progressives Congress preparation and unity, stating that the party has resolved all issues from the primaries and is ready to launch a comprehensive campaign. He contrasted this with the crisis facing other parties, including Labour Party, emphasizing the APC's advantage. Oshiomhole assured that the APC has a strong campaign council in place and is awaiting the Independent National Electoral Commission signal to commence campaigning on April 24. He shared his enthusiasm for the electoral process and the strategic mobilization efforts to resonate with the people of Edo.
Our house is united. We sorted out all the issues arising from our primaries, 100%, and we are putting in place now a campaign council, and we are good to go. And our opponents have one crisis or the other. Even the Labour Party, they have their crisis. So at least APC is not in any form of crisis. So, and of course, people are going to be able to compare my stewardship with other people's stewardship. And we can't wait to start the campaign. We are waiting for INEC April 24th for us to get started. So I briefed you on all of that we are happy.
The meeting with President Bola Tinubu described as uplifting, with Oshiomhole leaving with a sense of huge support, yet fully aware that the responsibility to mobilize, vote, and secure victory in Edo rests with the APC's local leadership and supporters. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The search for the three remaining persons on Wednesday's boat mishap that killed popular Nollywood actor John Paul Odowondo, popularly known as Junior Pope, has continued as President of Actors Guild of Nigeria, Emeka Rolas, who visited the waterside along other colleagues, restated the ban of movie shooting in riverine areas till further notice. BeeTv News' Tosin Toluwaloju reports.
Junior Pope, as popularly known, and other members of the cast and crew on the movie production were returning to Asaba from a location in Anambra State when the unfortunate incident happened. The Nigerian film industry is in mourning yet again. Some actors here on the bank of the marine waterside at Cable Point in Asaba, waiting for words from the divers who have gone in search of the remaining 3 persons involved in the accident.
Since yesterday, it has been a dark cloud till now for us, and I've not been myself. I've not really slept.
A survivor narrated what transpired. He revealed that he was in the boat with 11 others when the accident took place.
Got to the middle of the sea, and coincidentally we saw a boat, and the boat was about dodging us, and our own flying boat was about dodging too. Suddenly we are very close to the boat, which is a canoe, a normal canoe, not a flying boat like ours. We saw the canoe guy jumping inside the river. We don't have that time, we don't have that opportunity, we don't have that luck to dodge it. So finally he clamped on top of the small canoe, and that was how we all tumbled automatically inside the water.
National President Actors Guard of Nigeria decries the inadequate welfare packages, security and safety of actors before going on set.
We're praying that such incident cannot occur again, more especially as the Guild has taken further step by first of all banning everything concerning filming near riverine area till further notice, and of course the producer of the film being suspended from working with actors till further notice.
The owner of the movie title, The Other Side of Life, says search will continue until all the bodies are found.
Okay, we've been here since 6 hours, waiting for the 3 left to be out, but they are not out. But we have sent 8 boats out to search for them, even up to River Niger. And divers, we have about 8 divers too.
The movie industry observed the full day without shooting in honor of those who died in the accident. Tosin Toluwaloju reporting for BeeTv News.
River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has promised to partner with the federal government to provide affordable housing for thousands of residents, and commitments were made towards this project when the officials of the Federal Housing Authority visited the government house in Port Harcourt. BeeTv News' Esoye Oserige has details.
Statistics shows that Nigeria needs at least 28 million housing units to cater for the population. The management of Federal Housing Authority is visiting different states to help achieve its mandate of addressing the deficits. The authority says access to quality accommodation is a major focus of President Bola Tinubu of the Renewed Hope agenda. But for that to work, the state government must key into the vision before we can build her house.
Before we can build the house, we need a land. And one of the reasons why we're here today is to solicit for a land. And we don't want you to just give us the land. Please, we want, like I said, we sit down with you, not you precisely, I mean your executive management team, to draw up the right designs. We will not allow the issue of land speculators, whereby we collect the land from you and we leave it for 4 or 5 years. And at the end of the day, you'll be asking questions that these lands were given to FHA. And that's why we said you must be part and parcel of this development because it's for Rivers people.
The executive management team needs to draw her right design as we solicit for a land. To say to this further, this is a teamwork so we can have a successful development of our vision.
I'm very happy because even the one who are providing, they will solve the problem. So adding this one to what we're already doing will also help in mitigating this challenge. So I want to assure you that will be packed.
Governor Siminalayi Fubara recently flogged off 20,000 housing unit project for low-income earners. The federal government's intervention will significantly complement that of the states. They ensure that the completion of this project in all 36 states, irrespective of political affiliation. Asoel Serenge reporting for BeeTv News.
Governor Alex Otti of Abia State has said the state government would key into President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda on housing. This was made known in a visit by the Managing Director of Housing Authority, Oyetunde Ojo, as he unveils plans to provide housing units for residents while seeking collaboration with the state government. BeeTv News' Tosin Toluwaloju has the report.
It is believed that one of the basic welfare amenities is housing, and in line with the renewed hope agenda of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration is to provide decent and affordable home accommodation for the citizens of Nigeria. In order to meet housing needs in Nigeria, the Managing Director of Housing Authority, Oyetunde Ojo, in a visit with his team to Abia State, announced plans by the federal government to make available housing units in the state.
Housing is extremely key. In the welfare skills, you have three most important things. You have food, clothes, and shelter. Shelter is extremely key in our lives because after what we've done every day, we must find a place to put our head, either when it's raining, when it's sunny, at night. And that's why the regime of excellence, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, realized that there's deficiency, serious deficiency in shelter, and in his new agenda, he came up with a new agenda on housing initiative in providing not just housing, but affordable housing.
Governor Alex Otti, in support of the project, stated that the housing agenda of the president aligns with his vision for the state. Otti said his administration would show sufficient interest in the proposed federal housing project in Abia, stressing that the importance of shelter, which is one of the three most basic needs of man, cannot be overemphasized.
It's as if you have been in this room as you kept talking about housing. And in fact, as a matter of fact, we'll be shocked that we have already identified a location for the diaspora village. And it's certainly the same reason we commercial after. The same reason that we decided to say that we are going to go the extra mile of setting up the structures for them.
He thanked the president for the decision to ensure that Nigerians have roofs over their heads, adding that the housing project will increase productivity, standard of living for the people and alleviate poverty. Tosin Toluwaloju reporting for BeeTv News.
The police have arrested a 20-year-old student of the Delta State University of Science and Technology, Ozoro, for allegedly killing his 19-year-old girlfriend over a disagreement. The Commissioner of Police, who paraded the suspects and others involved in various crimes, advised the public to go for anger management session. This 20-year-old journalism and mass media undergraduate is facing murder challenges for allegedly killing his girlfriend. Another middle-aged man is accused of killing his wife's friend on a visit to their house in Asaba. For the Commissioner of Police, he advises people against anger to prevent such crimes. Let's join BeeTv News' Gift Uwagboy for the details.
These suspects are drug peddlers who are conveying these 350 bottles of codeine, tramadol, as we know, to Asaba. The Commissioner of Police affirmed that the proactive method of fighting drug abuse is paying off.
Every person that we know that can bring, and what we have asked for is at the higher institution level, where this thing is very, very prevalent. We can't continue to make all the arrests. Can we prevent adults from doing what they want to do? We are chasing these people. We are also trying to collaborate with our neighboring state, Anambra. The bulk of the drugs that is entering our state is coming from our neighboring states.
On parade here are the suspected tricycle robbers and some of their victims here to testify.
The keke that was moving sluggishly and was jerking zoomed off immediately. So I now opened my bag. I didn't see my iPhone 13 Pro Max again. I entered another one to chase them. I didn't see them.
Other suspects here are cultists, kidnappers, armed robbers, and a teenager who faked his own kidnap and alongside his accomplice collected 700,000 naira. The police commissioner also confirmed that he has deployed his special team to tackle the upsurge of kidnapping in Ughelli Axis, where several incidents happens. The most recent was the rescue of 9 passengers, including 3 students of the University of Calabar. Gifts Uwagboy reporting for BeeTv News.
Now, the Lagos State High Court has granted former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, bail to the tune of 50 million naira with 2 sureties in like sum. The Lagos State Special Offences Court sitting in Ikeja on Monday remanded the former governor of the CBN in the custody of the EFCC following his arraignment. Justice Rahman Oshodi made the remand order after Emefiele and his co-defendants, Harry Omoili, pleaded not guilty to a 26-count charge bordering on abuse of office brought against them by the EFCC. Justice Rahman Oshodi granted him bail in the sum of 50 million naira with 2 sureties in like sum. The court also held that the sureties must be gainfully employed and have 3 years of tax payment with the Lagos State government. Justice Oshodi said that the sureties must show proper identification and they must be registered in the Lagos State's bail management system. Justice Rahman Oshodi also upheld the bail conditions earlier granted the second defendant, Henry Omoili, of 1 million naira with 2 sureties. Emefiele had earlier pleaded not guilty to a 26-count charge bordering on abuse of office brought against him by the Economic Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Now, the leadership and members of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Edo South Senatorial District on Friday called on the party supporters across the 7 local government councils that make up the district to shun the Obaseki-led PDP faction, saying the latter has not fulfilled any promise made to the party's echelon during his re-election in 2020, despite their overwhelming support for him. BeeTv News Best Orator reports that the leadership said there is room for Governor Obaseki to meet with them before the commencement of campaigns. The report.
It was an enlarged gathering of wards and local government executives of PDP from the 7 local government areas of Edo South who converged in Benin City to eschew events that have played out before, during and after the re-election of Governor Godwin Obaseki in 2020. The senatorial chairman of the party, Barrister Nosao Geva Okumbo, puts the gathering into proper perspective.
For us to meet, for us to discuss, for us to look into the future. It is very important that we must all say the same thing, have the same mind, and have the same judgment. That is the main reason this meeting was summoned. Let me first and foremost again thank you all for the support, for the cooperation, for the 100% loyalty you've given to Legacy PDP.
There came the introduction of the man of the moment, a former member representing Oedo Frederick constituency, Right Honorable Dr. Moigi Ogbede Ihama. Addressing the gathering, Dr. Moigi Ogbede Ihama reminded them what happened at the Samuel Gomida Stadium in June 2020 when different interest parties appealed to him to step down for Governor Obaseki to save him from national embarrassment, and he did not accept a kobo from Governor Obaseki before stepping down.
Remember in June 2020, I decided to listen to the elders, to my fathers, to my mothers, to senior citizens, to religious rulers, religious leaders, traditional institutions, that the governor who is from Edo South should be allowed to finish his second tenure.
Dr. Moegi Ogbedehama said he was the party returning officer for the governor in the September 2020 election and slept at the INEC Collation Center. He said in 2024, Governor Obaseki went to import a Lagos-based man to pick the party's ticket. He called on all the legacy group members to take their own destiny in their hands, urging them to man their polling units and deliver for the candidates that they will soon be directed to support.
On Obaseki's election day, September of 2020, I was his returning officer. The ticket I gave to him free of charge. I followed it to protect that mandate at INEC Edo State. I was on national television, the whole world watching me when they wanted to play Wayo in Orion and Obia Southwest. The videos are available. We will begin to play them. Let everybody in Edo see the extent to which I went for Governor Godwin Obaseki. I slept in Collation Center because they say we will continue tomorrow. Tomorrow, Storiti entered the result. We slept there and said they must finish the collation. When they gave me his result, I took it to his parlor at home. I went to present it to him. Have I done anything wrong? Have I done anything wrong?
One after the other, the leaders of the various local government areas took turns to speak on behalf of their respective local governments. Honorable Best Imade, the PDP Apex leader in Ikpoba local government, said they totally reject the planned list to replace all elected local government and ward executives. He said legacy members of the PDP have allegedly been marginalized. On his part, Mr. Martin Sosakwe, who spoke on behalf of Oedo local government, said they were the ones who joined others to appeal to Honorable Ogbedehama in 2020 to step down for Mr. Godwin Obaseki, since the governor is also from the same local government as Ogbedehama. And now, Ogbedehama has been allegedly paid with ingratitude and therefore said anywhere Ogbedehama stands is where they will all stand. Barrister Nosa Adams of Ego said the grounds of legacy PDP is that after the party opened its doors for the governor and his deputy in 2020, they are now seen as outcasts. Spokesperson for Ovia Southwest, Honorable Monday Hammer, said agreement is agreement, but those who made promises and agreed on terms and conditions with Right Honorable Dr. Moegi Ogbedehama reneged on the agreement reached. Speaking for Ovia Northeast, the state woman leader of PDP, Deaconess Mrs. Lindsay Egete Sorai, said the gathering was to prove that members of legacy group of PDP are still very much intact. Spokespersons for Orion affirmed that all leaders and members of legacy stands together in unison with Dr. Moegi Ogbedehama, alleging that the legacy group in PDP have been marginalized by the present administration.
Governor Obaseki did not mean well for us, because when he was coming in as a governor, we did everything possible for him to succeed. He came in with his deputy. After the victory, he brought in his SSG, Chief of Staff, Deputy Chief of Staff, all from APC. But what do we have to say? We agree we work together as a team. But 2024 again, he was preaching we should give him the governor so that he will give us the deputy. We said no, this party belongs to all. But after more negotiation, he got the governor ticket. Now for him to give us the deputy again, he went as far to appoint his SSG, who was looking from APC.
Now, look at governor, I but how did he pay us back? Now they are pursuing our son. We stand with our son. So today, when we met, what did we decide? We decided that we Ogbedehama stand. We Ogbedehama stand.
are saying is that we have not been treated fairly. The party is ready to go into campaigns, and we are saying that we need to sit down and discuss. And the governor must realize that it has not been fair to those they came to meet in PDP. The governor must realize, or must be made to realize, that we all labored for him. For him to shortchange us this much is something we will not take.
Agreement is agreement. Since 2020, can you continue to deceive people? That is the governor. The winner cannot take all. You should consider for some people too that those people that work with you, like me now, I was a secretary for PDP for many years. I was not considered. I'm not trying to say a personal issue now. It's for every one of us. The complaint is that winner takes all, which is not the best.
We are sending a message to tell those that are saying no more legacy, that they've depleted legacy, they've finished with legacy, that legacy is very much around. And you can see the zeal and the unity of the people.
On his part, Senator Roland Owie, a leader of the party, said anyone that does not stand with the legacy PDP is an enemy of God and man because, according to him, there is no basis for anyone to continue to reward ingratitude.
The envoy can commit. I tell you, PDP, what we have done today is to tell the world that if you do a favor, there will be the reciprocation of saying thank you. If it's not there, they run foul of what Christ says.
Those in attendance were from the 77 wards of Ovia Southwest local government area.
Just few days to the February 22nd governorship primaries of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State. The former member who represented Oedo Federal constituency, Right Honorable Dr. Moyegi Ogbedehama, stepped aside, and Dr. Aswa Ingodalo emerged as the candidate of the party. This is the first time that Ogbedehama has called an enlarged meeting to address the supporters who pride themselves as legacy members. They have said that they are waiting for the governor to reach out to them before they will take the next step. What could that next step be? Only time will tell. From Benin, Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
A former Rivers State Governor, Peter Odili, on Thursday expressed support for Inkibet's Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, amid the political crisis between him and his estranged political godfather, Nyesom Wike. Odili declared Fubara as the political leader of Rivers State, saying the people of the state were behind him and would follow his leadership. BeeTv News Best Orator has the details.
The crisis between the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and Governor Siminalayi Fubara had seen power brokers and political stalwarts speaking on Thursday during the inauguration of the Comprehensive Primary Healthcare Center in Idoni in Ogba and Egbema, Idoni local government area of the state. Former governor of the state, Mr. Peter Odili, said the healthcare center was built and donated by the Pamo Educational Foundation funded by Odili. The ex-governor commended Fubara's strides since coming into office on May 29, declaring that the people of the state were happy with him. He urged him to stand firm with President Bola Tinubu and align with his quality policies and carry Rivers people to the engine room of government in the Federal Republic in Abuja.
The rest of the remarks I will make will just be thank you, thank you, thank you, Your Excellency, for standing up to your oath of office to defend the interest of all Rivers people in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You have done that standing on firm ground and with the strength and courage of a lion. We are proud of you.
Odili said he was motivated to undertake the project because 2 years ago, when flood ravaged Indoni town, the health center in the community was destroyed, leaving people within a 50-kilometer radius without immediate health care services.
Our people say I should tell you to stand firm with the president, align with his positive policies, and carry Rivers people to the engine room of government in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. For those who have not bothered to pay attention, if you look at the map of Nigeria, the entire map of Nigeria is sitting on River State. When River State coughs, Nigeria will catch cold. So regard your office as key and vital. Don't look back. It is not a matter of age. It is a matter of your people are with you. And they've asked me to tell you that you are the political leader of River State.
Earlier in a remark, Governor Siminalayi Fubara took a swipe at chairman of the state local government who he said had not been loyal to him. He warned that any local government chairman in the state who disrespected him dug their own pit. Fubara said he was surprised to see the chairman of the Ogba and Igbema Ndoni local government area at the event because, according to him, local government chairman had been shunning state functions he attended.
So we want to thank you for the great honor of coming to commission this little support. It is our humble response to the damage that the floods of the past few flooding seasons did to the old health center. And for over 2 years now, the entire radius of 50 kilometers of Ndoni district, no health facility. That became the stimulant and the motivation for this humble attempt at supporting what you are doing at the state level. And we want to thank you for appreciating and deciding without our request to personally come to commission this. May God bless you and bless your days. Finally, Your Excellency, our prayer for you is that by the time you finish in office, you will have surpassed all of us who have governed River State before you. May God bless you. Thank you.
Governor Siminalayi Fubara and Nyesom Wike, who is now the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, have been embroiled in a tussle for political control in the state. Fubara last October survived an impeachment attempt by members of the River State House of Assembly loyal to Wike. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
A reporter with Channels Television covering the River State Government House, Joshua Rogers, has been abducted from his residence in Rumosi, Obiakpo local government area of River State on Thursday night. It was gathered that the abductee was trailed after he closed from work to his residence. The kidnappers were reported to have intercepted him before he could exit his vehicle, pointing a gun, and forcibly took him along with his car to an undisclosed location around 9 p.m. A source that begged anonymity said the reporter had earlier covered an event in Ndoni in the Ogba Egbema Ndoni local government area of the state, where Governor Siminalayi Fubara inaugurated a primary healthcare center, which was built and donated to the state by the Pamo Educational Foundation, founded by former Rivers Governor Dr. Peter Odili on Thursday. The source added that he was kidnapped last night at his residence in Rumosi and taken away in his car by some unknown gunmen. They, however, appealed to the kidnappers to release him immediately and unhurt, as he's just a journalist doing his job and not a money bag. Additionally, it was revealed that the perpetrators have contacted Roger's wife, demanding a ransom of 30 million naira for his release. There have been several clamors from different quarters in Nigeria for the federal government to reopen the country's borders, believing that doing so will boost the economy and douse the current economic crisis. However, most Nigerians who spoke with the BeeTv news crew believe that reopening the country's borders alone is not enough to solve the current economic situation, but putting other essential things in place, such as encouraging production of goods and work to reduce the dollar-naira exchange rate and fuel price. BeeTv News' Regina Ojomo reports.
Reopening the nation's borders have been one of the minds of many Nigerians, and debates have been generated among many as they believe it to be the solution to the current economic hardship experienced by the common man. Though reopening the country's border will enable the free flow of many foreign goods into the country, a development may believe will help in the circulation of cheap and affordable items and goods, thereby reducing price of items. But with reopening Nigerian border for foreign goods and products to come in, solve the Nigerian current economic woes? In an interview with BeeTv News Crew, some respondents said that reopening of the borders may help boost the country's economic growth.
Yes, for information, that one we allege, say they want open border. Oga, we not believe that one because the presidency want open border. They not they wait. Before you wake up from sleep, they don't open an announcement. I just speech of president, he get power pass any other thing. Say one open border, when I go reduce the situation of Nigeria. Now one touch, they don't need to ask anybody. If presidency open border today will be Thursday. Following week, which is the next Thursday, making it 1 week. Situation of Nigeria will just day cooler. Everything go low, everything go day easy. Because at that border cause you open with it today.
On the other hand, some other citizens like this self-employed Nigerian think otherwise. He believes that the claim reopen the borders is a fallacy and it looks politicized.
The country already has been corrupt, and anything that goes up in Nigeria doesn't come down. So I don't think even if they open